Select training.
強くなるならみんなででしょ
Bro! They got the Zenless Zone Zero poses and animations. No way. So many zippers on that outfit. Yeah. Yup. Dude, we're trying to sell characters here. Wow, they decided we need money.
Mommy milkers.
If I were to rank, these designs, Wonder is like a 6 out of 10. His persona, Joan or whatever, Jones, I'm just gonna call him Jones. Jones persona. Jones persona over here is like a 6 out of 10 as well. He's better than some of the Persona 3 designs, I feel. Yeah, it's fine, it's okay. I'm just gonna rank all the characters available in this gacha game. I mean, come on. S tier, 10 out of 10. Design, both her and Carmen. She's great, she's perfect. Everybody who's played, Persona 5, I'm willing to wager that 80% of people who played Persona 5 for the very first time made on their very first, romantic interest. Most of which didn't even know that you can probably romance other characters because they, come in way later in the game. She's the first character. That said, though, she's a fan favorite. And for very good reason. She's got a terrific design. Yukimi. If she had pants, she would look better. Her design seems very top heavy. She's a 7 out of 10. Her persona, very peculiar. Very thin. Interesting. Yeah, I like this persona design. I want to give this one a 9. I love, the weird arm things going on right there. What about Kotone? Kotone's a 6 out of 10. Is fine, is whatever. She's wearing all white. Very basic looking outfit. Even her hair is white. She's just all white. I think she's really boring. Her persona, however, I love her persona. This persona looks really good. That's a very interesting, eye-catching persona. Very long hair. She's got that Jessie from Pokemon hair, but it's blue. I would give her persona a 9 out of 10. She's a 6. Her persona's a 9. Oh! Oh my god, they have a model viewer! Oh my god, what have I been doing? I should use the model viewer. Oh! She has, well, kind of? Not really? She has thigh-high boots? Now that I can see her model, I might want to change my mind. I have a more clear view of her model. I'll bump her up to a 7. I'm still not really wowed by her design, but it is better now that I can see that she's, wearing more than just shorts. Yeah. I don't really care for her design. She's very bland looking. 7? Yeah, 7. You think that she deserves a higher score? She looks okay. All right, Tomiyama. She looks cool. She looks really, really cool. Oh, look at her boots. Look at the leg warmers. Dude, she's stylish. Got that Gyaru energy. And her mask is pretty sweet. I'm gonna give her an 8 out of 10. She's an 8, but her persona is just basically a copy of Haru's persona from Persona 5, which is not all that creative. 7 out of 10. I have mixed feelings about this character. I feel like they're trying to, do Morgana again. They're trying to do Morgana 2.0, but they failed miserably. I'm not feeling the owl. I think he's kind of lame. I think his persona... I like his persona a lot more than, his design. I don't know, he's a 5 out of 10. I get what they're trying to do. They needed a mascot character, but he seems kind of boring. His persona, on the other hand, is a freaking Gundam. I have never seen, them go this route before in a Persona game. This is very creative and unique. Rod Roy is a 9 out of 10. He's an 11 out of 10? No, he's not! An 11? Bro, you're shooting for the stars right here. He's not better than Morgana. I'll give you this. He's better than Teddy. Anybody's better than Teddy. Teddy sucks. Doing my owl boy dirty should be a perfect 10. Perfect 10? Everybody here in chat likes the owl. What? I'm not crazy. You are crazy. You are all crazy. I'm the only sane one. Sue me. Okay, so when he put on the mask and the hat, he looks way better. No, put the hat back on, dude. He looks like Michael Jackson. He's about to moonwalk right here. He's looking like a smooth criminal. I like it. 9 out of 10. What's his persona? Oh, right, this guy. Gary. Gary's strange. I like his teeth, his smile. I don't know why he's got glasses on his hat. Can he see through the hat? Why does he got like nipple chains? This is a weird design, but it's so out there that at least it's creative and unique. 7 out of 10, I guess. It's not bad. It's just weird. This is Miyu. Miyu. I feel like they didn't even try with her design. Oh, her boots. She's got them Kingdom Hearts boots. Oversized boots. She is size 20. Dude! Did they give them physics? That is absolutely 100% scandalous. Why does she have stronger physics than On? That makes no sense. Anyway, her design's kind of boring. Her persona, however, is a very, 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 very strong design. I love her persona design. That's a 10 out of 10. Persona's 10 out of 10. Miyu herself is a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for her, 10 out of 10 for her persona. All right, we're moving on. Shun. He's a cowboy. I don't like what they did with this guy. I don't like it. It's thematically inconsistent. They're trying to be, they're trying to make him into a cowboy, but he's got this weird body armor. Oh my god, you know what he is? Oh my god, he's Boot Hill from Honkai Star Rail, but with a sharper hat. Why is the hat so sharp? What's with the body armor on the top? He looks like a cowboy from the future. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What about his persona? His persona... Oh, I haven't even given him a rank. 4 out of 10. I hate his design. His persona, Mandarin. Dude's got a huge Glock. His persona is actually way better looking than he is. He's like a super jacked up cowboy. Man, what is going on with his face over here? With his teeth and everything? Oh man, he looks cool. That's a 9 out of 10. Why is your persona so much more badass than you are, dude? You're a 4 and he's a 9 out of 10. All right. We finally made it over to this chick. Motaha. I like her hood, but why is she looking like a banana? I look at her and I'm just reminded of bananas. I don't know. I feel like this is an okay design. I like her hood. Her hood stands out. 7 out of 10, I suppose. I want to rank it higher, but I just don't like anything below her hood. Her persona, though. A Wilda? A Wilda? So, she's got a hood, but it's also a coat or a cape. It's a hood, it's a cape, it's a coat, and it's tied to her legs. It looks to be a shark? It's got shark teeth? I already don't like this. It's a shark-themed persona. I don't like sharks. Sharks are demons of the sea. 0 out of 10. Negative 10 out of 10. True! She be looking like green. Oh my god! She's the green goblin. But she's a yellow goblin. She's the yellow goblin. Sharks are puppies of the sea? Nah, nope, they're definitely not the puppies of the sea. They're demons. Tomoko. Actually, that's not bad. This is cute. She got that that musketeer look, right? Is she dressed like a French musketeer? She's got like this weird butterfly wing cloak as well. That looks really nice. Her hat's nice. Good frills. It's actually really good. 9 out of 10. Prasina. What in the heck am I looking at? I don't know. Where do I even begin? She's got them weird pasties and that large, goofy Pope hat. And then she's got her arms through what looks to be circular portals, but really those Slender Man-like hands. I don't like this design. This is weird. This is a 5 out of 10. I mean, I'm giving it a 5. She's a 9, but her persona is a 5. Oh, you're right. It's a harp. Well, damn, I gotta bump that up to a 6 out of 10. Because that's actually kind of sick. I like that. All right, okay, I like the harp. I wasn't even paying attention to the strings behind. Kurotani. I don't like this guy. I don't like his look. He seems like one of those, you know, dipshits. There's something about his look, his face, his hair, everything about him screams, you know, the obnoxious character of the group. Joker wannabe? Not even. Not even a Joker wannabe. Maybe because of his posing, sure, but like, he's like a Chunibyo. If I don't pay attention to his face, his overall design is actually not that bad, but it doesn't really stand out either. I don't know what they're trying to... Oh, is he an actual priest? 5 out of 10. His persona, though, is another story entirely. What? That is so top heavy. There's so much going on from the shoulders up. Dude's got like them World of Warcraft shoulders and helmets. And then the spell effects? Got a fireball, he's got the sun on his head. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look bad on it. That's okay, actually. You know what? 8 out of 10. I feel like I'm starting to like it more and more because now I'm seeing, you know, the little details like the holes in his hands, the chains that are coming out of the holes in his hands. Yeah, I'll give it an 8. The dude has a better looking character than he is. Shiratori. Interesting. I like his look. At first, you know, I thought he was basic, but again, if I'm looking at him more and more and more, he's very suave looking. Oh, look at his ribbons on his suit. He's got like 3, 4, 5 ribbons or something. Dude looks like a younger version of, what's his name? That character from ReZero. You know, the old man who was a master swordsman? The weebs in chat, you know, probably know what I'm talking about. The Sword Saint. Yeah. I like him. I want to say an 8 out of 10. It's not super amazing, but I really like, you know, the vibe he's setting off. Oh, a bird? Look at all the tail feathers. And then the bird cage on the hat? Whoa! That looks cool. And they're dual wielding swords. And more feathers at the edges of the outfit. A flower on the shoulder, I think? I like it. A bird-shaped mask with a beak. This is a very cool design. An 8 out of 10, I think. Again, doesn't like super stand out like the other personas, but it still looks very good. Yeah, they're both an 8 out of 10. An 8 and an 8. Kamiyama? What? What is this? What are they trying to go for here? I don't understand. Is he supposed to be a superhero? Oh no. You know that one character from My Hero that nobody likes? He sucks. He's got the star glitter laser beam that comes out of his stomach with his belt. I forgot his name. It's all over the place. Look, the patterns don't even match on the cape. This is a 4 out of 10 design. I don't like it. His persona though. All right, his persona is a little better, but I still don't like it as much. Still don't like it. It looks like a Power Ranger, like very Sentai. It looks like one of those monsters or villains that they would summon. Like Rita Repulsa. This guy looks like Rita Repulsa summoned him, and the Power Rangers got to go defeat him. He's not bad. If this was a Power Rangers game, This would be an 8 out of 10. But this is a persona, so this is a 6 out of 10. Dude's a 4, his persona's a 6. Just, it's all over the place. Not a fan. Yao Ling. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. What caught my eye first was her pants. You know, the fluffiness of her pants. Then I saw her like shinobi see-through chain mail, whatever that is, all over her body and a little bit on her legs. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Then she's got this like, is that part of her hair? Is the ribbon attached to her hair? That's interesting. That's very cool. It's almost as if she's braided her hair and she's got a ponytail and it, you know, goes into this ribbon right here. Loving the little jingly bits right here. Yeah, a mix of Chinese and Victorian style. A fusion between two very different cultures. And I don't hate it. This is something that I've never really seen before. No boob jiggles 0 out of 10? That's not a problem. I think this is a very, very strong design. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. This is a very, very strong design. I don't think I've given anyone else a 10 out of 10 except for An, right? Meng Po. Not really feeling it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot. It's just so much. There's so much. There's too much. 6 out of 10. She's a 10 out of 10, but her persona's a 6 out of 10. What? Why is there a child in Persona? Why are we sending a child into battle? What? Every day's great at your Juness. Yeah, it's her again. You're right, it's the Juness girl. This is a 3 out of 10. What about her persona? Why is her persona a trash compactor? Also a 3 out of 10. A trash character with a trash compactor with a trash design. The Jonkler, yeah! Joester. Jack Persona himself. His real name is Jack Persona, by the way. Oh my god, Jack Persona. Now, this is a very iconic design. When compared to some of the more, you know, wacky designs that some of the other characters are, Joker doesn't really stand out as much as them. But, like, when he has his mask on and the ensemble is complete, it's just so damn iconic. I want to give him a 9 out of 10. His design has stood over the test of time over the past 9 years. He's been in everything. He's been in Smash Brothers, for crying out loud. 9 out of 10. Persona, 10 out of 10. I already know what I was going to give Arsene, you know, this is a great design. Like, this was revolutionary because what we had, the kind of designs we had in Persona 3 were really boring. And Persona 4 was okay, but they were very much like, you know, they were stuck in the idea of like, oh, we're doing mythology characters. And then Persona 5, they turned it around and, you know, they decided, screw it. We are going crazy. We are going to give this guy, you know, large horns and a tall ass hat, big wings, large, you know, very tall legs, very swanky looking. 10 out of 10. Revolutionary character design for its time. Morgana! Okay, Morgana. Very goofy looking character. I never really liked his design even in the original game, and he somehow looks even worse in this game because now they modeled the hair. They gave him more polygons at the back of his head. Yeah, he's a 5 out of 10. I'm sorry. Looking cool, Joker! Looking cool, Joker! Whoa, looking cool, Joker! Oh my god. You wouldn't shut up. Alright, Zoro. Zoro, on the other hand, is really cool. Like, he's thin at the very bottom, but then he keeps getting thicker as you know, look up and up and up and up. And he's just so swole. And he's got a little tiny sword. I love his, like, beard thing that's not really a beard, but you can tell it's his beard. His eyes are on his hat. That's a little strange. I'm not a fan whenever they put the eyeballs on top of the hat. Overall, this is still a very strong design. I want to give Zoro... I want to say an 8 out of 10. Oh, he's the last character. Okay, Ryuji. I never liked his yellow gloves. It always looks like he's wearing dishwasher gloves. I always found it strange that he had a pirate persona, but he himself doesn't really look like a pirate. They should have made him look like Jack Sparrow or something. That said, not a terrible design. He looks a mix of the Demolitionist from Team Fortress, and I don't know what with the spine. I can tell that's supposed to be a bone thing. His code name is Skull, for crying out loud. He's got a skull mask. Very punk. So here's the thing. I think his Phantom Thief design is a 6 out of 10. But I don't want you guys to misunderstand that I don't like the character. I love Ryuji's character. Ryuji's a bro. He is the biggest bro in Persona 5. He's a 10 out of 10 character. But they gave his character a very meh design in the metaverse when he's a Phantom Thief. For real? Yeah, for real. Sorry. Oh yeah, we're just doing fit checks right now. Yeah, basically. Yeah, this is not an attack on their personalities or the characters. You know, just because I gave them, you know, very low rankings for some of them. They could be very strong characters in the story of the game. His pirate persona, Captain Kidd. I love his persona. It is really badass. He's surfing on a ship. It's hard to tell because the UI is blocking it, but there's a face on the ship. It looks like Bullet Bill if Bullet Bill was a pirate ship. He's so cool. What a great design. Look at the jacket. Look at the swords on the jacket. And he's got a gun arm? Dude. What a great design. I wanted to give his persona a 10 out of 10. Because I think this is an absolutely terrific design. As a 10 out of 10, you know, persona design. That's it. That's all the available characters in, I assume, 1.0 of the Phantom X. I really just spent like an hour, you know, doing all this. This is definitely going to be a video. I'm turning this into a video for the YouTube channel. That was fun. That was very, very fun.